into the coding of AI. Who cares? These aren't questions of technological competence. These aren't questions of foreign policy competence. These are questions of human values.
Right. This is a moral,
it's a moral issue.
Stuff. But just to be sure to go back, so on that point where we're talking about that part that's in the big beautiful bill, it will not leave you very much legal recourse. Is that correct?
It'll leave you no legal recourse if you're a state. You can't do any regulations.
What if you're a citizen?
And if you're a citizen, you have almost no legal recourse. It's basically saying, look, let's trust the AI developers to just develop AI. And the argument they give is, well, we don't want to lose out to China. Well, you know what? I don't want to live in a society like China. China has a social credit score on every single person. Like
Right.
if you're in China, you get ranked. 10, you're a great Chinese citizen. 1, you're not. Because you didn't pay your bills, because you were rude to someone, because you made fun of someone.
Like your karate sucks.
Like
that's just an old joke.
The argument can't be like, we're going to stay ahead of China, so let's become like China.
Right.
How about we're going to stay ahead of China without being China, and we're going to have regulations because we're Americans.
And it's here now, though. People don't understand it's here now, right? Like we can't keep kicking this. The ball, I feel like we're on the goal line.
We're on the go. This is the thing that the tech leaders, why they're so involved suddenly in politics. They understand that this is the whole ball game.
Yeah.
Like, well, we're fighting over all this other stuff. Oh, where is the funding for Medicaid and tax? All very important. They're like, well, we just want the whole enchilada. We just want to control data and control jobs and control the economy. And these people in Washington are kind of clueless. Like, there are people and members of Congress, I'm not going to say the names, who are asking the Google CEO about the iPhone. They don't know that Apple makes the iPhone. They're technologically illiterate, and they're just being run circles around. And now they're saying, like, Congress, you're so illiterate, just don't do anything. Yeah. Don't have any regulation. Let us just do everything. Like, really? We didn't fight a revolution in this country to let the tech billionaires get to decide our future. And I think what we need, FDR was a traitor to his own class. He came from New York, Wall Street finance. He said, no, I'm not going to let finance dictate America. And in some ways, we need people from technology saying, yeah, we love technology, but no, technologists don't get to call the shots in this country. Theo's buddies get to call the shots. And by the way, they got better judgment than you.
Or just human beings, people with some, I think, because I don't have the best morals in the world or anything, but I feel like I fucking try to be alive because that's what I'm sentenced to right now, is being alive on earth. So why isn't there a tech leader that comes out with like, this is the app that shows you exactly who's doing what, so you can, and this is how you start to change. Like, we need something that's step by step, almost for dummies. And I hate to say that, but we've all become dumbed down by our phones and games. But we need to know if we have, because I just feel like this is it. We got to find a developer who's like, you know what? I'm going to fucking try to save humanity.
You know who we could have, and maybe you should have him on here, is Steve Wozniak. He's the guy who developed Apple with Steve Jobs. Cool guy, and he's a humanist. He believes human values. We need some people like Wozniak. I mean, there are others. The Woz, and Steve Jobs in many ways was a humanist. People who understand technology, but are like, technology in the service of human values. Yeah. We're not gods. We don't want to rule. I often say we need Silicon Valley in the service of America, not America in the service of Silicon Valley.
Amen. I agree. I would love to meet Mr. Wozniak and talk to him. Okay. You campaigned for, and I'm going back to some of my charts here, but that's all right today, guys. That's where I'm at. It's been a long week and it's been a long life. You campaigned for Bernie Sanders in 2016 and co-chaired his presidential run in 2020.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's right.
We've asked him directly what happened. And I was always I wish that they made it so that whoever won the presidency, the other if a president was Republican, the vice president had to be Democrat, right?
Yeah.
I wish it was like that, because then it seems like there would be
a common ground, or invited them to govern together. Even,
right. Then there has to be some sort of teamwork, because otherwise you outsource it, and it seems like it's so much more expensive. But what I was going to ask you right here was, and we've asked him directly what happened, but in your opinion, why do you think that he lost out on the nomination both times? Because I think that's had an effect on how the Democratic Party has been perceived over the years.
Well, the establishment screwed him. I mean, there's no doubt about that. He should have been the nominee in 2020. Yeah. You had the whole party basically like drop out, tell people to drop out and endorse Joe Biden. They resurrected Joe